Hi, my name's Catherine Mora. I am the head book coach and publishing director at Change Empire Books, where we help coaches, speakers, and aspiring thought leaders to write beautiful books and get them out into the world. This is Kat's Book Chat, where every day I talk about different topics around writing, editing, publishing, and promoting your book. So today's topic is how to generate excitement for your book leading up to its release. Now, a lot of people who come to me actually don't want to tell anyone about their book until it's about to be released. And this, in my opinion, is a mistake. The reason people normally do this, from what I can gather, is that firstly, they're actually afraid they're not going to do the work and release it. So they don't actually want to tell anyone until it's absolutely ready to go, to make sure that they don't look foolish because they don't do what they say they're going to do. This is a very real problem. I think all of us kind of do this. We don't want to declare something in case we don't reach it, and then we end up looking not that great in our eyes. So firstly, look, there's a whole lot around that, and I guess that's actually a topic for another time. But when we do say something, we are keeping ourselves accountable. You know, if we say it out loud kind of thing to people on social media or to our friends, like whoever. But that's a good thing in that it is keeping us accountable, and we want to sort of have a little bit of that social pressure. In reality, though, there actually isn't really any social pressure, because ultimately I don't think anyone cares really if you don't reach your goals. Someone who you've paid, like a coach, obviously they're there and they really, really care, and they're really invested in you finishing whatever it is that you've started, whether that be a weight loss coach or, in my case, a book coach, whatever. But realistically, most people won't care. But also, something I've learned with all the coaching that I've received from others and mentoring is that it's not about getting attached to the outcome. It's actually about taking action. So let's say, for example, you said, oh, my book's coming out on, the 20th of November or whatever. Your book maybe doesn't come out till January, but it still comes out because you still took the action to make it come out, but maybe it just took a little longer than you expected. In November, when someone says, what happened to your book, if they do, you can say, oh, look, I've decided to put it out in January, or decided to put it out in February or whatever. And they'll say, oh, okay, no worries. It's not really that big a deal. So I do think it's a positive thing to tell people to keep yourself accountable to that degree, right? The degree that's really in your head. But also, one of the other reasons people don't announce that they're going to release a book at a certain time is they're actually afraid people will steal their ideas. And again, this is a massive mindset thing, or as Bob Proctor would call it, a paradigm, the idea that people are going to steal your ideas and that sort of thing. Realistically, even if someone did steal your idea, which, to be honest, you probably don't have the very first of that idea in the world ever, yours might be a different version of someone else's. And in exactly the same way, if someone's inspired by your book idea, their book is going to be different, and your book's going to be uniquely you, your message, your feeling, your tone, your style, your voice. So I wouldn't worry about that. Apart from anything else, if you announce it and you start posting stuff about your book, other people are going to be behind you anyway. So don't even worry about it. Just stay in your lane and do what you've got to do. And even if they do put out a book, then they're playing their own game, they're doing their own thing. So please don't worry about that. You will be just fine if you are strategic about what you do with your book. Now, so my notes here about generating excitement are, a lot of it is marketing with your audience, not marketing to them. So not waiting until that last minute and saying, okay, my book's done, everyone buy it. You want to keep people invested in your journey. So that's posting almost every day about your book journey. So maybe, I had a meeting with my book coach, I'm working on my book today, here's me sitting at a cafe working on my book, I had a crappy writing day today, I couldn't think of anything, or I had a great writing day today, that sort of thing. Just keep people informed, exactly the same way that people do if they're, losing weight. Here's me at the gym, here's my salad, here's my new shoes, that kind of thing. So actually, it's part of your life and what you're doing. So just keep people informed, and people go, oh, wow, you're writing a book. How amazing. When's it coming out? Stuff like that. So just keep posting about it and tell people. But also in between those posts, share some value. Here's something I'm writing in my book. I'm so excited to share this. Here's something from chapter 2. Here's something I learned that's in my book. I can't wait to share this with everyone. And it's not about sales. It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have to tell you. Okay. And this does generate excitement. And over time, when people keep showing excitement, the same people, you can ask them to be a part of your launch where they sort of help you promote the book and they read it and write a review, or maybe they might be a beta reader when they read it to give you feedback during the editing process. So the other thing you could do, if you have your own Facebook group, or if you're in other groups, or just on your profile or your page, whatever you want to do, you could run some sort of challenge leading up to the book where for 5 days you pick something out of the book from 5 different chapters perhaps, and you get people to do some sort of challenge around that thing. And this works really for self-help, maybe not so much for memoir, but if you are running a memoir, pick something in your business or your program and do a challenge, and that's leading up to the book. And then at the end, you could say like the top 5, challenge participants get a copy of my book, something like that. So there are heaps of different things that you can do. These are just a few, but they do work, and it's about consistency. It's about posting every day or every couple of days and just really getting out there, but also changing your mindset from what do I get out of this to I'm so glad that I get to share my content. I'm so privileged I have this knowledge and I get to share it with others, and come from that energy of gratitude that you have something beautiful to share rather than thinking about what you're going to get back. And that will really change the energy of what you do, which will change how people respond to you. So I hope this was helpful. I'm keen to hear your thoughts of something that you think might be a great way of motivating people. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear more about it. And I'm going to drop a link to my 45-step book writing and publishing checklist. And of course, as always, you're welcome to message me anytime with questions about your book, and we can have a call or whatever to discuss your book idea and if it might be the right thing for you to do right now for your business. So I hope that was helpful, and until next time, happy writing.